Welcome to this week's Weekly Wednesday Wrap-Up. Hi, I'm Rebecca Gordon, and Sylvia Gordon is out on location this week, so I will be womaning the show. Stay tuned to find out more information about the donut hole. All right, well, we are super lucky that we have our superstar, Erin Bennett, talking today about the donut hole and really training on it. We've had several of you comment on some of our previous shows that this is something that always needs to have a refresher, how it works, and also a great training platform for some of your newer agents, especially since we are on the cusp of AEP. So we've got the guru talking about it. Get out a sheet of paper and a pen, take notes so you'll get smarter, and enjoy Erin Bennett.
Hi everyone, it's Erin Bennett, your National Medicare Trainer here with Gordon Marketing, and today we're going to tackle the task of the donut hole. So many agents have been, how do I explain this to my clients? Well, as you can see up here, we have a donut. And as agents, we all know this, but it's trying to get it to your client to understand, because as soon as their costs go up, they really do start calling our phones and making sure that we are explaining to them because they didn't understand it was going to cost that much. So we have 4 different phases of the donut hole. Your first phase is a deductible. So not every plan has a deductible, but every plan that does have a deductible, your client has to meet that on all of their name brand drugs prior to the plan helping cover it. In 2021, the highest deductible is $445, but they can be all the way down to $0, just depending on the cost of the plan and how that works. Your client, if they do have a plan that has a deductible of $445 and they're taking several name brand drugs, probably within the first month or 2, they will hit that deductible, and then they'll go into the initial coverage period. Once your clients are in the initial coverage period, they will pay co-pays or co-insurance, and the insurance carrier will pay the larger portion of it. Once the insurance carrier and the client together meet $4,130, they go into what they call the coverage gap or donut hole, the dreaded donut hole. As an agent, we were all excited that, oh my gosh, the donut hole is going to close in 2020. Our clients are going to save so much money. Well, they did close the donut hole, but they didn't close it like we thought, like it would go away and the client would continue to pay their co-pays throughout. What it did is they reduced where at one time the client paid 100% of the cost of the drug through the donut hole. They now only pay a 25% of the cost of the drug. Although that's a savings to your client if they have, for example, $100 a month retail drug, and they've only been paying maybe $20 a month for that plan. Now all of a sudden they're in the donut hole and they're paying $25. And yes, for $5 they are going to call you and complain. They have to understand they're in the gap. What gets you to the gap? How is the gap understood? That once your client's in the donut hole or the coverage gap, they're going to pay 25% for their name brand drugs. Even if they were paying $0 for it, they're now going to pay 25%. When it comes to a name brand drug, they're still going to pay 25% of the cost. The manufacturer themselves pays 70%, and the plan pays 5%. So then you get to the catastrophic coverage. Well, what gets you to the catastrophic coverage? And that's when you reach, once you're in the donut hole, it's $4,130. To come out of the donut hole, it's $6,550 in 2021. Well, from that $4,130 to that $6,550, how do you get there? And it is your portion that you pay, or your client's portion that they pay in, their 25%. It's also the 70% that the manufacturer is paying in, but it does not include the 5% that the plan puts in. But once your clients hit that $6,550, their costs drop dramatically. They pay 5% of the retail cost of the drug, or they pay $3.70 for generics and $9.20 for name brand drugs, depending on whichever is higher. And then once they hit catastrophic coverage, That stage goes through all the way till the end of the year, and when the new year will reset on January 1st. So that is the donut hole in a nutshell. Have any questions? Give me a call. Shoot me an email, ebennett@gordonmarketing.com. I'm always here to help. Hopefully, this gave you a little bit of a understanding that you can help your clients with. Thanks so much.
Wow, what great information. Thank you so much, Erin Bennett. That's all for today's show. Be sure to tune in next week. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please consider doing so. Until then, good selling. We'll talk to you soon.